Hi there, welcome back to my channel. So I'm about 10 weeks postpartum now, and I've just sort of really needed to take a break from content creation here on my personal channel. But if you've been following along over on my Motherland channel, you will have heard my birth story by now, and you will have gotten a little bit of insight as to what my postpartum has been like so far. If you haven't seen these videos yet, there'll be a link in the description of this video. But for the sake of kind of a consistent timeline on this channel, I will be repeating some of those things. Just so that they're here, in case anyone who's not interested in the Motherland channel hasn't heard these things and they just want to follow along with my personal journey, they'll be here in this video. This will also be hopefully the beginning of a more consistent upload schedule for me over on this channel. I want to still make lots of mom content, and I've had the break that I needed. Things have started to form somewhat of a pattern. I can definitely find time at least once or twice in the week to make a video over here on my personal channel. So yeah, I'm back and I'm very happy to be back. So much has gone down since the last time I made an update. I was doing live streams before, and I plan on continuing to do live streams, just not today. Wasn't something that I felt like doing today, but I will be doing personal streams still over here. But yeah, that's really baby dependent. A live stream with a newborn, it's not always the easiest thing to juggle. So I figured today I would just do a pre-recorded video. So in case you didn't hear my birth story over on the Motherland channel, I had an amazing experience with birth. I had the home birth of my dreams. It was exactly what I wanted. I came out of my birth without needing a single stitch. My body did exactly what it was intended to do, and I couldn't be more grateful. I had a very fast labor as well. It was only 6 hours with 45 minutes of pushing, which for a first-time mom, that's pretty short. I also was so grateful that I didn't experience the need to actively like push my baby out. My body did all of the work, which was incredible to experience. It's nothing like what you see in movies and on television, where you have a woman being coached, 1, 2, 3, push, and she's sort of screaming, and it was nothing like that. It was a very peaceful birth, and my baby came out screaming. It was a water birth, so he was screaming before he even broke the surface of the water, which was lovely. Postpartum has been challenging and incredible. Watching my little baby grow into the person that he's becoming is one of the greatest joys I think I've ever experienced in my entire life. He's full of energy, my baby. He's just got this kind of explosive kind of energy about him. He's always kicking and punching the air and looking around, and he's just great. He also doesn't really cry unless there's a reason. Of course, he has fussy days. But normally if he's crying, it's one of 3 things that needs to be sorted. Once they're sorted, he stops, and so that's been fantastic as well. One thing that I have been dealing with that has been really challenging for me is postpartum anxiety. I don't have any feelings of depression. Like, I'm the happiest I've ever been probably in my whole life, but I do have a heightened sense of fear. Just the other day I was out for a walk in the woods with my husband and my baby in a sling, and we came upon a golden retriever, and I literally felt like I was like there was a bear coming towards me. It was crazy. I also still feel a very strong need to constantly check to see if my baby is breathing. And yeah, it's difficult sometimes, I have a lot of worries about his safety and about my safety and my husband's safety. And so if there are any moms out there watching right now and you have some words of wisdom or tips for how I can deal with my postpartum anxiety, I would really appreciate that. Just leave them below. Um, I am exclusively breastfeeding my baby, and that's also very challenging. It's extremely rewarding, and I feel very grateful that I'm able to do that with my baby. But it's hard work. The sleep deprivation is real. You know, he's still very little, and he needs to be breastfed quite often. So it means that, you know, he's calling all the shots. I'm working on his schedule 24/7, and that's a really big adjustment to make. But you know, I'm not going to judge anyone for not breastfeeding. But for me, I could never just give up. You know, unless I'm physically unable to breastfeed, I'm going to breastfeed my baby. I know it's best for my baby, and yeah, the alternatives are just, they're not. It would actually be, I think it would be worse for my mental health if I stopped breastfeeding, because I would just feel so guilty. Yeah, I mean, I am really happy. I'm doing a lot more content on Instagram now. I feel like that's a platform where I just feel more comfortable. I feel like there's a lot more joy over there. It's a lot easier to connect with women who are like me over there. And so if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, and you're interested in seeing pictures of the baby, or, you know, following along with the more detailed posts, daily posts of my experience as a mom, you can check me out over there. There'll be a link in the description to my Instagram. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to make this, you know, too long of a video. I would just like to say that I'm back. I'm doing really well, and there will be more mom content coming in the coming weeks. If there is anything in specific that you would like to hear from me that you haven't heard from me on other platforms, please feel free to leave that as a comment in the description, and I'll do my best to answer those things. What you can look forward to over here, I think it would be great to do some, you know, birth specific videos, some postpartum specific videos. I'm doing cloth diapering. I would love to do a video on my experience with cloth diapering my baby. And yeah, just kind of, you know, following along with the journey, and, you know, hoping to find other women to connect with who are also either hopeful moms or new moms or very experienced moms. So thank you so much for listening, and yeah, talk to you soon. Bye.